Breaking news, Nigerians. Something interesting is coming at Nigeria, something that is currently being planned outside Nigeria as we speak. The United States Congress had given Donald Trump their full support to launch military actions against the so-called Islamic insurgent or Boko Haram in the northern part of Nigeria. Donald Trump secured a massive victory on Friday night, the 21st of November 2025, of 285 voted in favor and 89 voted against. This gives Donald Trump the power to launch military strike at the northern Nigeria. It is now a waiting game. He could decide anytime to carry out those actions. The vital question is, why has the United States decided to step in now? Question number 2, is it a good thing for Nigeria or a bad thing for Nigeria? Let us find out together. For more than a decade, the jihadist group such as Boko Haram and heavily armed Fulani militia headsmen, as they call them, have carried out deadly raids across Nigeria, Middle Belt and Northern State in Nigeria. Now, the Open Doors and other monitoring organizations had listed Nigeria as one of the deadly places for Christians to live, with thousands of Christians being deleted every single year. The government of Nigeria, unfortunately, had done absolutely nothing about this problem. They done nothing at all other than talk. Nobody had been arrested. Nobody had been imprisoned. Nothing at all, but hundreds of Christians keep getting deleted every other day, every other month, every other week. And the government is doing absolutely nothing about it. It looks like this evil act is politically motivated or encouraged. Now, without me opening my mouth to say too much, those of you that have third sense, decode what I've just told you. It looks like this evil act is politically motivated or encouraged. I rest my case there. You know what they say? Freedom of speech is free until it is no longer free. Not be me when I go pull for wahala. Of course, the people of Nigeria, the ordinary citizens, are helpless and they are frustrated to see this happen to them and their community and their belief. And the government, they hope, protect them. Is doing absolutely nothing about it. People are frustrated. People have lost hope. People are scared to even live in their own houses. No security, no protection, nothing to keep the people safe at all. As if it's not bad enough, the Nigerian government themselves are trying to hide this atrocity that is happening. Thank God for social media and thank God for the news. Thank God for some international bodies that is picking up. Otherwise, they will cover it up. So it is understandable when you see an average helpless Nigeria start celebrating and jubilating that the United States is coming to start throwing bombs all over the northern Nigeria. This, if you think about it, on one hand, it is a sad thing. On the other hand, for the people that are helpless, what do you expect them to do? They are celebrating, they are happy that at least the United States, the international community had heard their voices after so much pain they have endured in their own home, in their own community for no reason other than because they practice a certain religion. That is not acceptable. That is not acceptable. Now, I mean, some of the Nigerian citizens right now think this is the best possible solution, or thinking it will bring them a long-term good or happiness to Nigeria. For obvious reasons, they are frustrated. They've had enough. They are helpless. So they're the reason why people are celebrating. But as for an educated individual that understand geopolitics, that understand how geopolitics works, you know this is not a good thing. This is in fact the worst thing that can ever happen to Nigeria if it goes ahead. Now, don't shoot the messenger, okay? That is what I said. The ordinary average Nigerian citizen are celebrating. There's nothing you can say to them to make them change their mind. They will celebrate. They are happy that help is coming. And if you know how the Nigerians are, they love to wait for a messiah to come. They believe somebody got to come from somewhere to help them with their problem. And now we have Donald Trump. We have the United States. So you can understand why a lot of Nigerians are celebrating and happy about this. Not because it's something they would naturally wish for themselves or something they would naturally want. But the frustration is too much. No security. The government is not helping. So what do you think? The government is not helping. People are being paid every day. So people will celebrate. And that is understandable. But for somebody like you and me that are educated, that understand geopolitics, we know for a fact this is not a good news at all. Let me ask you a question. Please, name one country that the United States went into, bombed them, destabilized the economy in the name of fighting terrorism. Name one country that became normal after the United States left. Just name one country that the United States went into in terms or in form of trying to protect the people and get rid of terrorism activities and all of that. Name one single country that the United States went into, and after they finished and left, name one country that became normal again, ever again, up till today. It's the 24th of November today. Name one country that survived after the United States left, gone in, bombed left and right in the name of fighting terrorist insurgent. You name one country that became or that went back to being normal after they left. As far as I'm concerned, I don't remember one. I don't know one. Because this is the reason why an educated person, you don't have to be a Nigerian to decode this. You know this is not a good news. But like I said, the average Nigerian citizen living in Nigeria right now, they welcome the news because they've lost hope. So please, don't blame any Nigerians you see celebrating. Are you going to go and help them? I'm not going to go help them. So Donald Trump had chosen himself as the Messiah to go help. Why not? So you can understand the kind of anger you get from an average Nigerian right now. When you go to them and go, you don't know what you're doing. You're celebrating because they're coming to bomb your country. You should be worried. Nah, they will clap at you. Go away. They're celebrating because they've lost hope. People are frustrated. People are suffering. The government is squeezing the lives out of people. And then you have this so-called Boko Haram or Islamic State or Islamic insurgent making life even difficult for people that are trying to just make a daily means to survive. Going into community, devastating everything. For what? For what? It was a democratic and a very historical vote late last night on Friday, the 21st of November 2025 in the United States Congress. They overwhelmingly backed Donald Trump. They backed his push for military intervention in Nigeria. 285 voted in favor out of 383. 285 voted for him to go ahead because this thing has been happening for decades, and the Nigerian government, no single Nigerian government have been able to figure out what the problem is or even tackle it. And it looked like, for me, my personal opinion, it looked like this is politically motivated. This support and this vote they gave to Donald Trump now give Donald Trump the authority to use military force or armed force against the northern part of Nigeria, or these armed groups accused of carrying out these widespread attacks on Christian communities in northern Nigeria. What we need to know, or what we need to remember, is everybody is going to be affected. Now, I'm not saying this to the average Nigerian citizen. I'm telling this to those of you that have traveled out of Nigeria, those of you that are educated. Everything will be affected. You know this. Donald Trump already described this violence as nothing short of genocide against Christians. Donald Trump was immediately happy. He welcomed the news the moment he heard Congress had given him the power to go ahead. He said on his Truth social media website, Donald Trump said the military is ready to go. Very soon, justice will be done fast and hard. Thank you, everybody, for your patriot. All of you who stood with me in making the decision. I will not let you down. Nigeria, be ready. They are coming. The emergency resolution was titled Nigerian Religion Freedom Protection and Counter-Terrorism Act 2025. See una life. See how they label una Nigeria. Nigeria Religious Freedom Protection and Counter-Terrorism Act 2025. They finish una. And this resolution was fast-tracked. It was fast-tracked through both House of Senate and the other house in America. I don't know what they call it. After 3 weeks of intense closed doors talks between the government official, the resolution passed. It now become law. Some people are saying it still has to go to some place to be scrutinized or whatever. No, it's passed. Both Democrat and Republicans supported it. So it will pass wherever it goes. This is going to be really interesting. And the Nigerian government had still yet not done anything. Instead, if you remember when Donald Trump first floated this news about genocide against Christians in Nigeria, the Nigerian government and the political leaders, they were trying to sweep it under carpet. They were denying, nothing as such happened in Nigeria. Why are the international community trying to blackmail Nigeria? Well, I just sat there and thought, what is wrong with these people? What is wrong with these people? Donald Trump had already taken the following steps. On the 31st of October, he officially designated Nigeria as a country of particular concern for severe violation of freedom of religion or religious freedom. All the United States aid, over $1 billion a year, had been frozen and will remain frozen until the government shows some level of improvement that will be seen by the international community and the entire world. Earlier this month, in November 2025, Donald Trump ordered Pentagon to draw a plan for rapid, decisive decision against northern Nigeria. In Abuja, President Bola Tinubu, the government, called the vote a regrettable outreach, and they insisted that the situation is internal. These people, Bola Tinubu's government insisted the situation is internal security matter affecting all of Nigeria. So it's not something the United States need to worry about. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very sad thing on one hand, and on the other hand, lack of education, lack of exposure is part of the problem a lot of, I'll say, average Nigerians are going through, and they don't understand what this means. And I don't blame them, because The government refused to educate them anyway. The government refused to provide the necessary help for them. The government refused to stand up for the people. So what do you expect? People will celebrate. It doesn't matter what happened. Yeah, I mean, change is the most certain thing that can happen, right? They've been living through the same kind of situation for so long. Maybe it's about time they want to take another risk and see if things can change. But you and me knows that will not change the situation, don't we? It will only make things worse. What do you guys think? Like I said, the freedom of speech is free until it is not free. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. And if I have missed anything, please by all means, correct me in the comment section. It is only one of me, okay? I can't have everything in this little head. So if I missed anything, leave it in the comment section. Let's discuss it. Have a great day and